Hello, friends. Welcome to Faith in Mikey. My name is Mikey Paquette, and this is my show. Well, actually, it's our show, and it's because of you guys that I get to do this. And tonight, I'm going to tell you a story. It was about 2 summers ago when I was at a camp in the Adirondacks. And during that camp trip, we were about a weekend, not even a weekend, and these friends, these strangers that I had barely known, they're like, Mikey, you want to go up on this parasail for the boat show tonight? I'm like, yeah. I nervously said yes. And, well, the funny thing is I'm scared of heights, so I did not know what I was getting myself into. But I was excited to try something new, and I decided to get into it. On that night, it started to rain. There came a big storm, but we were still going with it. We were still going to do the boat show. We were still going to proceed as we planned. So we hop into the boat. I put on the life vest. Me and my friend Savannah hop in the boat with our driver Hudson, and we start exploring out to the middle of the ocean. Not the ocean, but we start heading out to the middle of the lake. And it's slowly raining at first, but as we get in and keep going, it starts to downpour. And the rain's coming in hard, and we're on the boat going out. And they got all the radios going just in case someone decides to cancel. But we get to the time to go up and connect to the parasail and go up into the sky. As we go up, it's still raining. My eyes are shut because I'm scared of heights and I'm freaking out and I'm nervous. But during that whole time, I just found myself praying to God, hoping that I would enjoy it, hoping I'd survive it, honestly, because I was like, whoa, what if I fall out of this parasail? But eventually my friend Savannah opened her eyes and she was like, Mikey, you can open your eyes. This is kind of cool. So I opened my eyes, and as we get up to the sky and where we're going to settle in for a while, I opened my eyes, and it's the most beautiful thing ever. The rain had stopped. It's clear skies. You're in the Adirondacks. You see the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. And that reminds me of a story here in the Bible. In Luke chapter 8, we talk about how Jesus calms the storm. And I'm going to read you guys that story. It reads, one day Jesus said to his disciples, let us go over to the other side of the lake. So they got into a boat and set out. As they sailed, he fell asleep. A squall came down on the lake so that the boat was being swamped, and they were in great danger. The disciples went and woke him, saying, Master, Master, we're going to drown. He got up and rebuked the wind and the raging waters. The storm subsided, and all was calm. Where is your faith? He asked his disciples. In fear and amazement, they asked one another, who is this? He commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him. And what we see here right at the beginning is that these disciples said yes. They said yes because they're probably thinking in their heads, they're like, this is Jesus. He's a pretty cool guy. He's done some cool things. We can trust him. We can trust him. We can go out on this boat and be perfectly safe. But I want to keep in mind that the Sea of Galilee, even today, is a place where some of the fiercest storms happen. And like they get 20-foot waves, and you can't help yourself but freak out. And it's very crazy. It's very dangerous. And something else is these guys were expert fishermen. They've seen storms before. They've known how to predict the weather, and even these expert fishermen were freaking out the whole time. And then right there, you've got Jesus falling asleep, and you're like, well, what do we do? He's not waking up. And I think what that shows is it's like he's in control. So we see that these guys in verse 24, these disciples, they're almost like shouting at him because they don't think he cares that they are drowning. They don't trust that everything is going to be all right. Jesus is asleep. Why should they believe that everything is going to be all right? They don't know what they're going to do. You got big 20-foot storm waves coming at you. But now I want to let you know that Jesus always cares. He has control over us. He has control over our lives. He wants to be there for us through those storms. And he's always there. He's always there. And I don't know what you're going through right now, and maybe in a sense, COVID has been a storm for you, and Maybe you've faced some 20-foot waves and you don't know how to get out of them, or maybe you've gotten out of them and you don't know what's next. Or maybe you are going through a very, very big storm in your life and you feel like Jesus is sleeping. You feel like he's sleeping, that he doesn't care, that he just is asleep. And I want to let you know that he does care, and his timing is perfect. He didn't wake up when the guys were necessarily shouting at him. He woke up when he knew that it was time to shut down the storm. He woke up when he knew it was the right time to wake up. And that shows that we can trust him with everything, even through the darkest of our storms, the biggest of our storms. And, well, he cares. He's always there, even if he's sleeping. He knows when to act, he knows when to move, and he's got full control. This has been Faith and Mikey, and we will continue to talk about faith. We will talk about motivation. We will talk about inspiration. We will touch on everything. And it's going to be something completely different every week, so I hope you guys are ready to be on your toes, expecting different things every week. And I want to thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.